Creatives, welcome to the Daily Pick a Card and birthday reading for October 30th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a Five of Hearts. If you were born before sunrise, you're actually yesterday's card, which was a Six of Hearts. So I'm going to read each card individually and then all together for the collective. We're going to talk about the energy of today. Five of Hearts, Scorpio, what we might bump up into and how we might navigate what we receive through the card's messages. Then a really special birthday message for you, Five of Hearts. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you help yourself in raising your vibration, feeling that feel-good energy, and having that to channel right back into your manifesting abilities. Let's turn over card number 1. Ooh, we've got a reversal. So it's the 10 of diamonds, and in reverse, we are looking at the ecliptic, the life path. It is the Wheel of Fortune, excuse me, in the major arcana. And so we're feeling a little stuck. We're feeling like we don't have enough, maybe a little ungrounded. Maybe we just started a down period where, the wheel, it comes around and around. And what are we supposed to do with that down flow? Yeah, sit with it, pull the string on it, understand yourself, how you work through it, because that is where the magic is. Every time you can realize something about yourself, either when you're being triggered, feeling like you are lacking or stymied in some way, ungrounded in some way. It is the diamond suit. So you could be feeling like you don't have the strength to do this. You could feel like you're stuck or butting heads with someone over decision making for your skills, your talents, your finances. Things just aren't going in the right direction. So what do you do? Well, if that's happening for you today, and we will talk about the Five of Hearts chart of the day as well, especially in this Scorpio season, this fixed energy, water, emotion, things are a little more volatile because we've got that doubling down on the Mars and Pluto energy. We've got a lot going on astrologically right now with Mars and Mercury both being in Scorpio, and just having that verbal energy around action. It can really get irritating and frustrating when you're feeling like you've got all this willpower and ability, but somehow it's really, really hard to take and trust the time to build you around that, because every time you bump up into this kind of energy, it is an opportunity. Compost out of garbage. I know, it's no fun, but this is where the magic happens. Every time you get to do that, every time you get this opportunity, you grow, you become more you. So look to your ecliptic. If you are a Five of Hearts today, this is the Two of Clubs energy. So that is you making that connection with that intuitively finding the answers. It's synchronicity. Think of the leaves on the tree and absorbing all the nutrients out of the air. And imagine that the air is your spirit guides delivering whatever information it is that you need. And then you start seeing it. you start seeing your way. You understand what it is that's this on your path, right? All right. Moon energy, Emperor energy, that Two of Clubs. And in the chart of the day, it's the Three of Spades energy. If you pull the thread, you go to the moon position. Three of Spades is a tough card to have. It is constantly being tested and constantly needing to scramble for something better, to feel better, for your own well-being. Sometimes it's a really great thing, and you know right away, oh, I'm going to try that. Jeez, I forgot I needed to drink more water. You know, that kind of thing. And other times it's a lot harder and deeper to dig. All right, let's turn over card number 2. We've got the Seven of Hearts. So, Saturn energy, nothing easy about the sevens. It is about letting something go, but it can also be about opening to a brand new something beautiful that's heart led. Sevens, Saturn, red sevens, death card, Scorpio, death card. So here we are reinventing through emotional life cycles. So although there may be something leaving us, we are placing ourselves directly in the path of receiving something new, something better, with a deeper understanding emotionally, and finding that eventually, like the butterflies, that knowingness, that acceptance of, yes, life moves. I'm here, I'm doing life, and this is what it is for me at this time. Will it change? Yes, of course, it changes. And this has something to do with your life path. Deeper because of Saturn. It's a life lesson that you're to learn something from. So get in there and milk it and understand it to the core. And you will receive so much about you. All right, card number 3, the Three of Clubs. Now, this also is in the chart of the day. It is in the sun position. So what is the Three of Clubs? It is another test. It is deep thinking. It is finding your Mars, your strength around this right now. It is taking a calculated risk, but it's through exploration and experimentation. It's inspiring. Remember the leaves on the tree, just soaking up all that universal knowledge. And the test comes with, what are you going to do with it? How do you share it? How do you sort through what's the deepest pros and cons about it? The sincerity and the integrity of what you do with this information is essential to your life path. So when you think about threes and that Mars energy, and you're going to pull the thread on that and go to the Mars position in the chart of the day, that's the Nine of Hearts. It's releasing something emotional that you were attached to deeply. Some belief about yourself gets triggered through this Three of Clubs. See how that works? And then when it is triggered, when you see it, when that you're open to it, right? So of course you're going to. And it's there for you. You cannot deny it. And the Nine of Hearts is triggered, energized by the Seven of Diamonds. So another death card, sister card to the hearts. So it's all beautifully set up today for all of us to understand that some piece of knowledge through some sort of action is going to trigger something that we see around our strengths and weaknesses. We're going to know that that's where we need to take a look. And then we're going to see that we need to let something go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And open to some new, beautiful something. It's going to be a little difficult because we are in that Scorpio fixed emotion energy. We're not going to really see it or believe it as to how much power this thing has. But it does. And now that you've heard that and you know that, you can open and consider the possibilities of what it is that is of value and understand again that this is all a wheel, right? The Wheel of Fortune, the ecliptic path. Go and see what you have there. Chart of the day, 2 eclipse. So we're going to connect. We're going to work it through. We're going to be really in tune with what needs to happen for our own good, that death card. No problem. Let's do it. Let's make some really good changes, some really good choices, and understand what our strengths and weaknesses are so that we can do what we need to do. We all have something, right? All right. Whew. Let's look at the birthday card. Happy birthday, 5 of Hearts. Let's see what you get for the Creativity Oracle and where you are being invited to take a look. Let's see how they're suggesting you work to raise your vibration. Beautiful card. Perfectionism. Be content to know perfection as a distant utopian goal to which we journey but never arrive. Oh, it's in the journey. It's in the journey, darling, as you well know. Oh, yes. 5s know. It is all about the journey. And it is all about making those improvements. You know it, you see it, you understand it. There's no doubt. This is justice energy. So, in general, it's moving water energy, right? During the Scorpio. And it's emotional, crisis, not to the extent of the 7s or king energy, but it is an uneven number. It comes through a little softer, but that's okay. 5s are Jupiter energy, so it's more joyful, it's cleaner, it's enthusiastic about it. You're upgrading and you're happy about that. So it's that kind of energy. It can be pretty restless energy, and it can feel like it's an upheaval at the time, but it's always ends up for the better or for more good in your life. It's meeting something deeper, emotional, and a change of perspective of that thinking, which isn't easy for that fixed Scorpio energy to have. But isn't that the life path? Right? It's always the catch-22s. And for you, it's that 4 of Hearts and the Pluto. You just get ensconced, you just get settled, you just get comfortable. It's good, and then boom. Something better comes along. So it's that kind of thing, always changing up that perspective on the emotions. It's a challenge for a Scorpio. So you do not have an easy card in Scorpio, but that's okay. Because what would be life without some challenges? Just take care of yourself and understand that emotionally balanced is the way to go. What you need to do to achieve that. Clean, clear, Yes, ways of doing that. All right, that just came through for somebody. All right. So ultimately, it's an opportunity to move move more closer or to move closer to your ecliptic path. It's interesting that that should come through because of that 2 of clubs. It's there for you. I mean, you always, I mean, that's the deciding thing when you get that synchronicity and that download from source, those nutrients into the leaves, you channeling, you understand, and then you're way willing to go for the betterment of you and therefore for all. So that is the journey. Don't get too stuck in that 4 of Hearts on Pluto. That feels like perfectionism, but you know it is just that, moving on to something better. Everything is temporary. And it's really a good idea to understand that. All right. So let's see. Oh, okay. So I need to also talk about your Rahu for some reason. I don't know, but it is the 9 of Diamonds, and you've got that very strong 9 energy about your chart. The 9 of Diamonds is all about, and the 9 of Hearts as well, in your Mars position. And you know you're ruled by Mars and Pluto with that 4 of Hearts. So, okay, so that's why the nines relate directly to that 4 of Hearts catch 22 for you. So the 9 of Diamonds is, and again, that K2 energy. We'll talk about your K2 too in a sec. The 9 of Diamonds, the message here is that you are to use the Fool energy and look at life as an adventure, so that when you are feeling low or feeling stymied or frustrated, to understand that it's just a blip. Tomorrow's going to be another day. Something totally different could happen in the next few minutes even. And that the nines are about releasing. As I said, very difficult for Scorpios. They really like to have their feet on the ground and emotionally stability. The 5 of Hearts just doesn't have that option. Temporarily, yes, but then you have to move on. So how is that done? Okay, so now we talk about the K2 in your chart, which is the 7 of Spades. Look to your Saturn and bring that Jack of Clubs in there. K2 energy is all about letting go. Spades, letting go of what's not working for you, your well being. So there is definitely a message here about how you're taking care of yourself. Well, we all can take better care of ourselves. And water, I'm hearing drink water and look into how you might do you in a more healthy way. We can all take that advice today. For sure. Don't wait for the crisis to happen. Just start doing it. Oh my gosh, it is going to be so beautiful. There seems to have been some past life family connections with addictions, and you're well aware of that. That's coming through. You're well aware. And perhaps from time to time you struggle with dealing with those tendencies your own self. I get the sense that you're fine, that everything's going to be okay, but that acknowledging it and understanding that for you it's about, you're here to make those changes for the family. Now that you understand the whole family drama, trauma, uh, soul, it's ready to be released. And that's what you, in this lifetime, wow, are here to do. Whew. All right. Well, you can do it for you. And therefore, it gets triggered for everyone else to treat themselves better. Wow. That's big. Okay. We haven't even looked at the Spirit Nature card yet. Let's see what we get. Oh, Two of Hearts. I love it. Yes. Oh, that is so beautiful. Empress energy, fertility, abundance. You've got the key to unlock all of that. Who knew? Look at you. Wow. You are the key in this lifetime. You're doing it. That is so cool. Pay attention to how you're doing your care, your self-care. That just came through. Be sure to take that time for yourself. Find something very enjoyable and comforting for you and make sure that you get enough of it. All right, well, there you go, birthday. Let's see what you get for the Wishcraft card. Freeze it. I freeze what I no longer want. Well, two messages with this card that I'm getting. One is you can literally write it down on a piece of paper, put it in a jar, put it in the freezer, and freeze it. And when you're ready to deal with whatever you've written on that paper or who, right? You can put a name on it. Say you've got that family member and you're just not ready. You can do that and you can put it in the freezer and you can meditate and you can do the work you need to do. Bring in the moon energy, very important here. Follow the moon and release and build when you need to. When you're ready to pull that out of the freezer, you can pull it out, do a little work, and put it right back in. A little bit, back in. It's okay to do that. All right, there you go. Happy birthday, Five of Hearts. You are an incredible person to have this in your lifetime to do. All right. Carpe diem, everyone. Let's do this with kindness, curiosity. Take care and as you journey creatively.